This is another theorem in circle geometry 1. So if today is your first time of seeing my video, so I started with midpoint of a chord. Then after the midpoint of the chord, I also look at angles in a circle. After that, I also consider angle in a semicircle, which is always 90 degrees. Then the other one is angles in a segment. Now we want to look at the cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral. So this is one of the theorems in circle geometry 1. Now, how do we prove this one? The theorem states that angles, the opposite angles of the cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. The opposite angle in a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. What does that mean? That is sum of two angles that we can add up to 180 degrees. Now let's look at this circle. And inside the circle, we have the quadrilateral. And what do we mean by quadrilateral? That is a four-sided shape. Okay, so inside the circle, we have the quadrilateral. This is A, B, C, and D. Is that it? And how do we now prove, according to this theorem, that says that a cyclic quadrilateral is a quadrilateral that has its four vertices on the circle as we have it here. And the theorem says that the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. What do you mean by supplementary? That is when you add up two angles together, it will give you 180 degrees, just like 30 plus 150. Are you getting it? So this is what? These are the two supplementary angles. When you add them together, it will give you this one. Now, that is this angle and this angle. When you add them together, it will give you 180 degrees. That's what this theorem is all about. Now, let's look at the diagram on the board. We have A, B, C, D. Okay? Then we have what? We have A, then we have B. We have the center as Y, which is what the reflex of this shape. Then we have what? X. So how do we now prove that this angle? How do we prove this? That is B angle A, D equals to what? Equals to B angle C, D, which will give us 180 degrees according to the theorem. Now, how do we prove that? So what do we do? He said join BO. That is when you join B is the center. When you join BO and what OD. So what do we have? Now look at this angle. This angle is what? This angle at the center X. And YA is what? The angle at the circumference. And if you can remember, the first angles in the circle, we are told that this angle now, which is x equals to 2 times A. This x, the angle at the center, equals what? 2 times this one, which gives us that angle at center equals to what? 2 times angle at circumference. So that is all about this. Then the other one, if you want to get the opposite of x, which is what? Y, which is reflex of what? Of this figure. Now, it's going to be y equals to what? 2 times c, which is bigger than y equals to 2 times what times b. Is it the same as what? Angle at the center, that is y equal to what? Equal to 2 times this one, angle at the center. Angle at center equals to what? 2 times angle at circumference. Angle at circumference. So that is how we obtain this one. And what is the next thing? By the time you now add y plus x or x plus y, you are going to have x plus y will give you what? What is your x? Your x is what? Your x is 2a. We have x. Your x is 2a, so you put 2a here. And what is your y? Your y is your 2c plus 2c. So you call this one equation 1. So what's the next thing? Don't forget that x and y, they are what? They are angles at a point. X and y, they are angles at a point. Can you see? But x plus y equals what? 360 degrees. That is sum of angles at a point. So we have this one, we have called this one equation 2. We have obtained equation 1 as what? X plus y, which is what? 2a plus 2c. While equation 2 is what? Is x plus y equals what? 360 degrees. Okay? Now, by the time you now equate equation 1 and equation 2 together, what do we have? What is equation 1? We are told that this equals to this. Okay? So we have x plus y equal to 360 degrees. Now, what is your x? We said our x is what? Is 2a. We have 2a plus what is our y? Our y is what? Is 2c. So we have 2c. Then equal to 360 degrees. So what do you do? Just divide both sides. What is common? We have 2 bracket a plus c. Then equal to what? 360 degrees. After that, you divide both sides by 2. Both sides by 2. Therefore, we have our a plus c to be what? To be 360 degrees. As we have it here. To be 180 degrees rather. We give you 180 degrees. Which is our proof. That is when you have this angle and this angle, they are opposite angles. Are you getting now? This A and this B, they are opposite angles. That is, some of them have to be 180 degrees. So that is all about what? Cyclic quadrilateral. And what is cyclic quadrilateral? It says that the opposite angles, that is this angle and this angle, are supplementary angle, that is 180 degrees. When you have two angles are the opposite, this one plus this one will give you 180 degrees. So that is all about cyclic quadrilateral. So watch for example.